Hello. Welcome back, folks. Happy Monday. Wait, I think I'm just recycling cliches now. Is it a cliche? Probably just more of a bad joke. How is everyone? Hope you're all good. We're kicking back in. Continuing some more Disco Elysium today. And, we have stuff. We have a lot of stuff to do. Still never managed to check the boardwalk or the island for traces. But more importantly, of course, we cleared out Ruby, who is still at large, but no longer our problem at least. Let me just double check this.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out.
Alright, that's fine. Okay then. I guess I can put the gun away too, thinking about it. We should have cleared everything out, I think. Actually got quite a lot done last time. May end up slowing down today, I suspect, but we'll see. I'm not going to live here yet. Sounds like it may be an option later, though, weirdly. Who knows? Don't need to go back that way. We can just leave by the door. Keep it simple. Now, I don't want to go straight back to the whirling. Never noticed that before. I already flew up or teleported up there once. I love that that worked. And also that it... Kim was just like, yeah, I saw you just climb it. You're like, nuh-uh. Screen went black. Prove it. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know. First of all, we can... Or maybe it's because I didn't have the torch equipped. Maybe I should keep it equipped. It's getting later. Double check the boardwalk. With torch. I do wonder if pigs had anything. This is more the pier than the boardwalk. And again, I don't even know how to get to the island. The only thing I can think is Joyce might give us a ride, but I doubt it. In fact, Joyce may have gone by now. I'm not taking the gross jacket. Kim asked us not to. He's put up with a lot of our shit, but I guess that was a step too far. Yeah, I'm seeing nothing on the boardwalk. Just make sure up here real quick, just in case. No, this is definitely not boardwalk. And down here also not boardwalk. Alright. In that case, I guess we head back towards the whirling. Although not directly there. Let's see if Joyce is around and if she has anything to say. Whoops. Wait, what was that? Comic book? Primer for small kids. Textbook for the first grade. I might read it later, we'll see. If I do, it'll be primarily to pass the time. Boat's still here. I'm probably not going to tell her anything about Ruby.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Well, technically speaking, I'm not on it right now. Good.
No, I don't see any one of these. Like, that's the only one about the boat.
More lessons in basic reality? Glad to have been of assistance.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Unless you could take us to the island. She has a boat, right?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
8%. Yeah. Also, feels like just an awful line. She lost her alcoholic ex-husband, and now it's like, you need a new alcoholic. Really? Really, though? Unless I can just take the boat? Can't just take the boat. Is there anyone else I want to talk to on the way, then? There's some people unlocking this evening?
Stop. Now. It is time.
For what?
Crisis. Death. You can feel it in your blue soul.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand.
My gun?
Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
Not going to fight with the bare hands. That's going to go very badly. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Just in case everything goes wrong, and so I don't have to travel all over again at least.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth.
Oh.
The fucking reckoning.
Huh. Okay, shit's kicking off then.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through.
Should I have equipped my gun there?
Shut up. Gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Don't like this guy, but I suspect he's with me. Whoa. Who's that at the back? What's with these suits? Wait, it's got to be more ceramic armor, isn't it? Oh, I should have equipped my gun. You know what? Before we get any further. It's not like I've been safe scumming or anything a whole lot. But we'll take that. Okay. I only have one shot anyway. But maybe that one shot's all I need. Got one bullet. Never found the gun. Haven't found the killer. Hope this isn't a premature ending.
Shits to give, loincloth. Put your... Shut up. You're not gonna talk yourself out of this.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Right. Suddenly he's given up on the old approach. Kim, what's going on here?
is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
He was their commander.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street? This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
That person's holding a rifle. Did they kill their commander to instigate all this, maybe?
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck. There are 3 of them. I was hoping there would be less.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed.
Mm-hmm. I got the sense he was.
The lieutenant is
The quieter they are.
for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
The big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
That's the one you're scared of?
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Yeah, we gotta stop. This is the police. We're sending out an SOS and a message in a bottle. There we go. Different police, but you know.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice. Pig fuck!
Okay, everyone calls us Piggy. Got it. I can see you're drunk.
Ah, yeah. Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
Why is nobody in the Union drawn yet?
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation.
No.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it.
Feels like there's a strong chance of dying in this scene.
Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you.
I don't have the coordination to pull that off.
No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first.
Right.
Present an argument.
I'm going to trust my rhetoric. I could argue... I willed a door to open. I willed teleporting myself up onto a roof. I think we can... Force of will, right?
Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first.
Yes. Doesn't
Get
hurt.
under his skin. I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your hand from trembling here.
We got some composure at least.
Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Down well. Figured out the armor. Got +1. Do we try that first? That's my instinct is to trust my rhetoric.
All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick.
Who's in charge? You don't have the right to conduct. I don't think they're going to care about that. One's got to be better than the others, right? An emotional appeal, though, with this one? Maybe? Let's find out who's in charge. Just a question. Who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? Ah, but this one was a bit of special info. Fuck it, no. You were called Downwell once. What happened?
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time. Burn villages. Shit that sounds bad on the radio. The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Crenell for much longer, either. Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Okay, yes. Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did that?
Someone who's not here now. Wait, I just need a little time to figure this out.
Time? You had time to fuck around in that church, to run errands for your Union chief. I saw.
Oh, this might be the end. They did warn me, to be fair.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me a name. Now!
Someone else? Someone who's not here now?
How fucking convenient.
He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now? Huh? How about the kid? Tell me. Magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who.
Think. Why doesn't he believe me? Okay, 92, come on. Don't fuck me over here.
The Hardwoods confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
This one just delays till the second option, right? Because it starts with wait. He didn't confess.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
You heard wrong. Your friend wasn't hanged. He was shot. We found a bullet in his head.
The hanging was only a cover-up, listen.
Liars.
Everyone's still there, right?
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then,
Was it him at the back?
Yells something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
Oh, he was trying, though.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to
sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shock.
Suggestion? We got a lot of info on him. They won't care about the Wild Pines rep. Let's talk about Ellis.
Of course.
Shit.
Nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to take it.
No, you're right. Ah, fuck.
Even better, it will further destabilize him, cost him time, and maybe even lives. This might be a very bad moment to come up with this, but he's courty, right?
Yes, go on. I don't want to do anything but say that thing down there. What?
The man he's mourning was called Elise Courtenay. Courty could be short for Courtenay. Could they be brothers? Ask him that. What could go wrong? It's a discovery. Yes, this will be good. It will calm him
Oh,
down
we swerved and
cost
saved
any
it.
Lives that could have been otherwise spared. And if not, lives aren't that important anyway, including yours. There are billions of them.
Ah,
being
fuck.
lived.
Hey, I don't mean to pry, but the Hanged Man, was he your brother?
Don't fucking talk to me about my brother, Loincloth.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully.
You're all drunk. Look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this.
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
She sounds roided up as fuck.
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
I guess we... Oh, that gave me a better chance. Got them arguing. Got him talking. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
What if I just call her now, huh? Do I risk it? This could go badly.
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos. You're alone. Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid! The company bitch is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any
Oh.
more you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
I really don't want to throw Clashia under the bus. And bringing her down is a bad idea. That's just more people involved, although she's very suspicious, but... Standing there quietly seems like a bad plan. We're about to die, but I think I've got to do it. Pew pew. 72%. Yikes. Oh, it's green.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion.
Look at Courtenay. Hole in his cheek, blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. And they're looking at him.
His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't.
We dead now? I have no other bullet.
The killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you.
Ah, shit.
His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you.
Not gonna dodge the shot. Kim, where's Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude.
He might have it. He might not, though.
He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. In the background, the leader staggers.
Think. I need to think.
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger.
Oof.
God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out.
I guess we gotta try. We're about to die, though. Fairly short.
The shot rings and you stop. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force.
We're alive.
A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder.
Except that's his right shoulder, but alright.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot.
She's got her gun out now, though. Are any of them firing?
Then
The
two shots
Union?
and you hear a scream, but you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Kim, did he hit him? Oh, looks like he did.
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human.
What a shock, Kim.
An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers.
Oh God, watch out!
You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
I'm super dead. Look him in the eye.
The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end.
Evade the shot. I guess I've got to try. Nope. So I'm wondering if I should... Oh.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes.
Yeah, pelvis, that's
your
dead.
Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through it.
The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's
Oh.
down.
Try to open my eyes. I don't want to touch my lower body. That's going to go bad.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like
Someone's over us.
You're bleeding out.
Of course, I get gunned down and die. Sorry, fuck.
Yes, keep talking. Stay awake. Look at me.
Wait, can we live? No.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow towering.
He's about to die.
Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Oh, Kim truly trusts you. Interesting. 72%, huh?
There,
Nope.
behind, you hear your bloody lips mumble, but he does not understand. He does not look into your eyes and see the fear there. He does not trust you. He just shakes his head, still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot, velvety smooth. A red circle has appeared on the lieutenant's jacket. It's growing fast. Like a pillow, he falls on you, cold nylon and blood slumped on you as the lights go out. All the lights. The last thing you hear is the sound of his spectacles landing on the pavement next to you.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Now, let me get back in. We can do it.
Kim, there is no Kim. There is no fight. It's over. It was.
Have mercy on yourself. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh, God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep.
Are we dying slowly here instead now? Is that the choice we're making?
And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs. And feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing in his bone sleep.
Are we gonna live?
He can't go. Not before the case is solved.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days.
We're not finishing the investigation, are we?
Get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Canema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see it?
Eh?
He never stops. He only gets worse.
Ooh. Eh? What? Wait, did we get a thing?
You see Kuno's familiar shape.
Oh,
in
shit.
The found pants. It turns double, then triple from the pain. He says,
Coin slot's dead?
Coin slot.
you can barely hear him. The pain is so bad.
Wait, what?
Just kidding, Pico. The boo-boo wagon took the Beano class away. He's probably gonna live.
Wait, he lived? The what? Where did they take him? Wait, is this actually not game over?
To the hospital, fucktard. Should I have to keep up with Kuno?
Thank God. Okay, he's alive.
Wait, day 6. What day were we on? 4?
They say you shot that fucker in the face. That's fucking cool to Kuno. So I thought I'd stick around.
He's saying I now, and not calling you a or a pig. Is he ill or something?
Hold on. There's something different about you, Kuno.
Nah, Kuno's just off speed for a few days.
Oh.
Being off speed makes Kuno sad. Makes Kuno think about shit.
Be straight with me. I need to get my bearings.
Sure, Kuno's gonna help you with that. Kuno's in a giving mood right now.
What happened to me?
You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too.
How badly am I hurt?
How would Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking doctor. Kuno thinks you got shot twice. In the shoulder and in the leg. The leg's pretty fucking nasty.
It was the leg, not the
Doctor
pelvis,
looked over
huh?
and took the bullet out.
Huh.
The shoulder's fine, probably. The doc didn't seem too worried about it. Said the bullet went right through.
High power rifle would. Yeah, I guess.
The bullet must have passed through your shoulder blade, missing your lung and your heart. You lucky son of a bitch.
Can I walk?
Are your legs attached to Kuno? Can the Kuno move your legs?
I mean,
The
he's got a
fuck should
point.
I know?
You can walk. If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone. You're a psycho-locomotor.
Do you know who treated me, Kuno?
Kuno did?
Oh, yeah?
He didn't.
You said there was a doctor who removed the bullet from my leg?
Yeah, some cunt from your station came over and knife fucked you
Oh, wow.
when you were sleeping.
Huh.
Nick's fuckleave, I think he was called. Said he was a doctor, then fucked off and told me to phone him if you shit yourself.
If he did triage and left, you must be relatively stable.
True. Logically.
We're detecting druamine in your bloodstream. It's a potent morphine-based painkiller. The good doctor must have given you some. It's gonna suck when it wears off.
Let's get up slowly. Force of will again. We got a limp yet.
Go easy, pig. You want to lean on the Kuno or something?
Ouch. Ouch. The kid turns double for a second. Damn, that hurts. Breathe. Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over.
Shit. Even less coordinated. And if we're going to take random damage over time, that sucks.
So, how is it?
I feel fantastic. Let's rock. Heaven or hell.
Kuno can see you trying to shit him, but Kuno's unshittable, so fuck does Kuno care?
Still, you see something akin to respect in his eyes.
How long was I out?
2 days? Kuno's been out longer sleeping off
Shit.
the speed train. 2 days is nothing. 2 days is nothing to the Kuno.
What happened to my room? It's been cleaned up.
Baby Beard was in here. Was probably a bitch to clean this shit up.
Baby Beard, is that Gart?
Baby Beard.
Yeah.
That can only be Gart, the cafeteria manager.
Yeah, it's got to be Gart.
Yeah, fucking Baby Beard. Cleaned all your shit up. He's like your fucking mum now or something.
What happened to the others?
Some of those Union goons got fucked. Now the whole harbour is in lockdown. Even Kuno can't get in there.
Everard probably used this armed altercation as an excuse to completely barricade himself in the harbour and cut off all communications with the outside world.
Do you know if the blonde next door is alright?
She's gone, pig. Kuno saw her take off before you started all that violent shit.
Shit.
Had a suitcase and shit.
He's telling the truth.
Fuck.
Doesn't sound like she's planning to come back.
She escaped.
What? You don't believe the Kuno? You don't believe the Kuno knows this shit? Fuck you. Kuno keeps tabs. Bitch is out of town.
So tempted to reload the other save, but this is interesting.
Who would have thought? Perhaps you should have arrested her.
Maybe. What about Joyce? And Titus, in fact?
The big fuckhole. Yeah, he's drinking downstairs. Kuno's not into that.
Joyce will be fine. The whole harbour's in lockdown?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. No one goes in or out. Shit's paranoid now.
I'll ask out of curiosity about Joyce.
Rich bitch. Yeah, probably. Boat's gone. Kuno'd be fucking fine too if Kuno had a boat.
Alright, thanks, Kuno.
No problem. Kuno shares the info.
We're not going to ask him what to do. Come on, let's go.
So, listen, pig. Kuno's been thinking about shit and,
Really?
Kuno's coming with you. Help you wrap this shit up, final style.
Really?
Asking for something, even asking to come along, doesn't come easy for him.
Why do you want to come with me?
This scene is dead. Kuno's out of here. Might as well be a pig. Big up fucky fingers on me way out.
Kid would make a half-decent sharpshooter, no? Look, this might be his only way out.
Becoming a cop? Maybe.
He is streetwise, knows the neighborhood, knows the people. He could be useful. This is a 12-year-old kid. You can't seriously be considering taking him along. What's going to happen to him?
Right. If we end up in another gunfight, Kuno's at best not going to help in talking anyone down. At worst, he's going to get in the middle and die. And he's 12. I really can't be taking a 12-year-old kid with me. I'm sorry, Kuno, but I can't take you with me. Like, yeah, empathy, I feel for him. Maybe he would be a decent sharpshooter. He's good at throwing rocks, at least. And yes, he knows the neighborhood, but still. No, sorry, kid. Oh, I feel bad, but I gotta. I can't be taking this kid into fucking gunfights and shit.
Sorry for what? For not adding Kuno to your shit, yo? Kuno's not sorry. Kuno's glad. I was just kidding too. You couldn't get Kuno for $1 million real. Fuck you, okay?
Wow. He did not take that rejection well.
Now, as to what's going to happen next.
Yes, Gimp? What are you gonna do now? Ride out of here on your shit river? You'll die alone? Kuno doesn't give a shit now? Too late now? Kuno's gonna hang you and fuck your room up again?
Ballistics. In Clausia's room. Do it properly.
Did we not do it before properly? Whatever it takes, I guess. New glass. We can walk into Kim's room.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of your face in the mirror, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer. These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
Yeah, I want to see this case first.
Very little. This is a daily write-up. He's just started copying notes from his notebook, preparing them for filing. The case appears to be named, however.
Which is?
HDB 41 0803.1015. The Furies are at home in the mirror.
Hey.
28 kilometers to the northeast, in the infirmary of Precinct 57, Lieutenant Kim Pinball Kitsuragi rests under a heart monitor. A triage sign, colored yellow, hangs from his injury record. Safe, it means. He coughs, propped up against the pillow. "Why are you here?" asks the man as the cough fit resides. His eyes are black and moist. "To inquire about the Lieutenant E. Freighter, sir. I am his partner," says Satellite Officer Jean Vicmer, standing in the doorway.
That'll be the guy that we couldn't remember, right?
"Then why are you wasting time here?" coughs Kim. "He's out there, in Martinez, unsupervised, without cover. You need to get there." His cough gets the best of him. He grabs a glass. On his right-hand side, a little blue notebook, open at case notes. He went with the Furies. Perhaps the internal strife it implies was not so off after all. Or perhaps to honor your wishes, or for some other reason. Hard to say.
Anything on other cases while we're here?
This year, you can see references to The Child, Dom's Unfinished, Dom's Unfinished 2, Motorcycle Emptiness, and The Man with the Hole in His Head.
Anything more?
Half a dozen stolen property cases, titled Crossword Puzzles 2 to 2000.
Sure.
Wasteland of reality.
Oh shit.
Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years though. It'll be depressing. And it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
We did it. And that gives us a buff to Psyche entirely? Ooh, interesting. Step 1. Put the gun away. We have no bullets anyway. Okay, a lot of shit disappeared there. That's a shame. We definitely missed stuff, but I kind of want to play it out. Can't go out that door. Sure. I guess we go and check Clash's room. Don't run. Am I going to get injured if I run now? Left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
Seems she left in a hurry.
The note does not reply.
Yeah.
The jagged, rough handwriting looks like
There's no point talking to a note.
But not panicked. Deliberate. Focused.
Oh, okay, we got something. Alright, what could this gift be?
No response. Not even an echo in the
Damn it.
room. You notice a silk shirt on the stairs. Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
What are we going to get? And what are we going to get from the visual calc? Still don't know who did it. Oh, someone did it properly.
You see the same 2 neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall. This is amateur ballistics. She left a trajectory for you. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez. B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
But where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime.
From the...
The island in the bay.
She's trying to tell me the shot came from the islet, which I can't reach.
Obviously.
There's ruins there. Sunken sea fort. Saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
Your voice sounds hollow in the deserted room. You are alone.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
This is also a location I have yet to rule out.
A powerful gust of wind coming in from the bay rattles the window pane. The lead is flimsy, but what else is there? The alternative is going around Martinez, looking under every rock and talking to every person. There, across the grey water, among crumbling concrete, a birch tree, the ruins of a flat tower, remember?
What else?
Nothing.
I remember the AA gun, the ruins of one at least.
The makings of a sniper's nest.
Time to go to the fucking island.
It is. The fucking island awaits. But how will you get to the island?
Maybe someone in the fishing village?
There were boats there. You should ask around.
I have an idea. I guess that's the present then, the thread. She did the ballistics. Wasn't really worth going outside, but now we know. So Clash is gone, Ruby's probably gone. At least one of the Hardy boys is gone. One of the soldiers is dead. Being shot through the visor into the face. That's got to be death. Guy got shot through the cheek though and didn't seem overly phased. He still got a shot back. I guess we got to talk to Titus and all that. Slowly. Very slowly. Maybe they'll appreciate us more now, though. Might be a little more amenable.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so to say.
I hope at least your partner is recovering quickly. Also, you're staying here for free now. That's right, this establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. Just felt I needed to specify that.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What about Lena and Morel?
Ah, them. Nice people. But no. Lena said they were going...
A lot of dead ends.
I saw them before the fight started.
You know what? I think, before we go any further... I think we got to go all the way back. I think I have to. I won't be satisfied. Fuck. All right. Little bit of spoilers, I guess, for what's coming up. But I can't do it. And not because Kim got hurt or we got shot. I actually kind of... I appreciate fail states that aren't fail states, you know? There's no point being quiet. She already knows I'm coming. Although maybe she'll forget if I leave. I don't know. Maybe she'll leave herself. Possibly not. Union and cryptozoology business might end when you... I wish I'd looked at that. I don't care so much about the crypto stuff, but... Gotta do that after 9 o'clock. Steban after 10 o'clock. We missed that one too. There's the ice cream maker. Part of me really, really wants to go back and just play that out, but so many things we've pursued that will just be dead. Not including us, weirdly enough, but still. Oh, wait, I can go down that way, can't I? Yeah, okay, it didn't let me before. So I might just fast forward time a bit. At the very least, I kind of need to get rid of Kim. Yeah. It's a lot of physical instrument stuff that we're not going to be doing.
Still here, stuck in this.
No, we can't see anything in his eyes. So I want to talk to the cryptos, I think. Oh, are they gone?
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So, who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Something tells me it's up to me again.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it. Or Gary. You have work to do. I've wasted enough of everyone's time.
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
Fine, we'll do it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Mm-hmm. Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
You've given up on the phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
Wait, this is a dumb question. About what? Obviously about the cryptid, right?
It's a strange feeling.
Oh. Maybe not that.
I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Are you saying you made it up?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
Must have been flattering.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Blag it. Your marriage hasn't been a lie at least. 72, we'll try.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
You know, this reminds you of the Pericarnassian theory of love.
God, okay.
In essence, love is a relay out of death. Generation by generation, our love remains in our progeny. Lay some of that on her.
Oh, fine, alright. It's bad, but you know, the Pericarnassians theorized that love was the key to immortality.
Oh, sweetie. I don't think the Pericarnassians were thinking of people in my situation. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you. That's not how these things work. Oh, not sure I believe that, but we'll tell her.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one.
Of course not. I didn't mean to say my situation discredits the field. There have been some confirmed discoveries, and a lot of hoaxes too, but still. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. and then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
It's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
waste of time. A dream. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine mutters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold, coastal wind blows.
We should go too.
Go where?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Yes? What is it?
Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He seems like a cool guy.
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries. Unlike you.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Okay. So, get a cell to talk. Yeah, but we need to. That's 10. Working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. Still no idea. At least I can run at the moment. That's a bonus. Although I did want to test it, see if before loading, running would have dealt actual stat damage. Like if I would have lost health. It still isn't going to be defrosted, is it?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an...
Can I just try again, I wonder? Is it physical instrument or it was physical instrument, right?
This orange machine is dead still.
Oh, it's locked. Huh. What made it lock? The fact I got the tool out?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Turn the it's not going to do anything though, is it? The only thing it might do is damage anything inside. Nuts. Do I go to the bookshop and just read a book until 9 o'clock then? I guess 3 hours. I'm trying to remember what the world state was at this point. A lot happened, but also not much happened since it was all core stuff.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Where's book?
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the
Look
supposed
through.
stool. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen.
I should just read a book that I have, right?
A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of
Yeah, enough of
Dick
that.
Mullen. Shelves filled to the...
We don't need to read any more about Dick.
The edges of the pages are worn. You open his arm. Good. You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Gritty and heroic.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes.
Date of birth generator.
Honor to his long-lost Heimdall
All right.
tribe. From the village of Heimdall.
More.
Man from Heimdall.
Onward.
The steel muscles of man from Heimdall.
Keep going.
The passage reads, Thine spells are no match. I have grand plans for you, man from Heimdall. She just
Epic.
in the final pages. Man, to find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up.
That only killed an
Man from
hour.
Heimdall.
Is there another one?
Date of birth generator. You were born in the year 07, in the last year of the commune of Revachol.
Caught this already. We did catch that already. Okay. Do we need to talk to Kim about that? Where is Kim? All the way over there.
Yes?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely rows and rows of Heimdallum.
How many?
100? Not even close.
Oh, Man from Heimdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdallaman, the man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Wait, is that the one I have? No, it's not the one I have.
The display rack
I'll buy
is
it.
brimming with
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale.
Let's read that one.
The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Heimdall standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore.
Hell yeah.
Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Heimdallaman, the man from Heimdall, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair.
Check the back.
The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Heimdall saga. Meet man from Heimdall, his faithful blood brother Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for Heimdall. Below, in smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from Eildal and the Necromancer's Treasure, Man from Eildal, Lord of Hrothgar, and Man from Eildal, the Curse of Nacht-Hera. A brazen attempt to bilk fans for more money by splicing together old stories under a new title.
Yeah, the publishers must have a dim view of their readership.
Their main concern is the continuation of the franchise, not making literary history.
True. Let's read.
The story opens in media res. The man from Helmdall and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Helmdall and his blood brother, noble Tyribald, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tyribald cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades.
Wow, they're in trouble now.
9, Tyribald. The man from Helmdall bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage for the Northlands. For Helmdall. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through the ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer. The writer has never held a sword in their life, let alone two two-handed swords at the same time.
Yeah, it'd be kind of bonkers. That's some Dark Souls / other anime bullshit there.
It is physically impossible for a human being to effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors.
Skip ahead.
A few chapters later, the man from Helmdall and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments.
Narratively convenient, yeah. So much media.
This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Helmdall to rid his kingdom of the Nachtherra, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from Helmdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge.
Have the woman. I can make more of her. Hold on, why is the man from Helmdall doing any of this?
What do you mean?
Why is he doing all of this?
Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Helmdall. Because his noble Cutlan blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
Is there anything else to his character?
He is the man from Helmdall, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He had but 14 winters when he left his frigid homelands in Cutla to seek glory and honor.
Okay.
That is his character.
So big barbarian boy. Alright, come on then, Conan.
He doesn't even have a real name. What is inside this man? Or is muscle and bone all he is?
Okay, but does he have any internal tension?
He is the wildest man alive. The only mortal strong enough to wield the twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, whose names mean storm and...
Yes, I get that. He's strong and has big swords. But why should I care about his character?
What are you? A book critic?
I might be.
Enough. You're ruining the pacing of the story. Now where did you leave off? Ah, yes. What pacing? You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yesdor, where our heroes infiltrate the Nachtherre's dire hall. In the center of the Great Hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Nachtherre are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the Nachtherre forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nachtherre's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald.
Well, yeah, who else was it gonna be?
In an instant, the Nachtherre summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nachtherre. The man from Heimdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee.
Cut him up, Heimdall man.
He probably is.
Oh,
but
XP.
You can't be sure, because this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote saying, "To be continued in Heimdall man at the gates of tomorrow. Coming soon to your local bookstore." Considering the sheer amount of different Heimdall books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel.
Never gonna know.
The man from Heimdall stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in grim resolve.
We need to reach 9 o'clock though,
You
so...
know the story by heart at this point. Nothing new or remarkable catches your... You know the story by heart.
We can't just read it infinitely. What about this
You
again?
stare at the now familiar black and cold. The Yugo Gradra, as ethnic, it would physically hurt. They go through a brief and
All right, it damages our morale and our health.
At the Lenka Polyfabricate, happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. She spends the memory of their short time spent together, tortured as life leaves their remains between the soil sheets. Their final thoughts are filled.
Okay, 2038, 20 more minutes.
Of reality.
We saw this one earlier too.
Apricot chewing gum.
This is new though.
August 2nd, early late summer. You're getting off the streetcar in Le Jardin, east of the river. Her father and mother are middle class.
Our ex-wife?
Nylon of her little jacket rustles next to you in the dark, like autumn leaves. Her heels click on the pavement. You're walking up to the gate in front of her parents' house. She takes out her chewing gum and you kiss her. A feeling like electricity flows through your whole body. Immediately, you know that you've entered a completely different world.
+2 perception, huh? I like that. Perception is now 9. Gonna be seeing all kinds of shit. Right, gotta talk to Clashy when he's gone. Is there anything else? Help sooner, but we can't get in there. Urgh. So tempting to put a point in it. I guess I read for another 20 minutes.
The face of King Freecell, comrade, but perhaps they've overestimated. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on, you flip back to the front of the map. This section, you all face, you flip, comrade, As you know, but perhaps so please you flip back.
This
to
isn't
the
doing as
front
good.
of the
It's not really moving us.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. You open the book to a random page. His arms whirling like wind. Good God, this is some retro. You flip to the copyright page. Berserker rage burns in his azure hue. The edges
Got
of
it.
the page.
9 o'clock. Right, I think we have to go back to our apartment to drop off Kim. Unless we can talk to him.
Yes?
If we go to our shack, drop Kim off, come back. I'm so tempted to take the thing from Joyce. But I think I'm going to resist. I really don't want to help her. She herself is quite amenable. But I don't want to help her at all.
It's getting late, and it's
Good night, officer.
Okay, there's Kim gone. So if we go back to the whirling... Then the apartments from 10. Yeah, maybe we can get something more out of Clash here. Don't think anyone else hanging around is different. Reminds me.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hey, tough guy, I had more questions.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
We'll see.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
Alright, that's not doing it. Nothing new there. That was new dialogue, but I guess that was it. Well, at least we got our communist hat for when we go to this meeting. We kind of dressed the part. Come in and just drop the magazine on the table. Yes, good sirs. I am communist. Let's go. Wait, who's that dude? Just background. Never mind then. I wonder if I could go and deal with Ruby without Kim. Don't know how that would go. Especially if we got the start. He'd probably come out, wouldn't he? If we had the confrontation without Kim being present.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Really?
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Then, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
Yeah, we go on alright.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore.
That song I did on
that we're
karaoke.
Alone now.
Makes sense.
It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes, it was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Thank you.
No problem, sir.
More XP. That's, something. Can't question her further, though. Where would I get more XP from? Where would I carve some out from? Oh, wait. I could try and fix one of the pinball machines? Maybe I can scrape some XP from there. I've got no thoughts currently learning either, do I? Or internalizing, I guess, rather than learning. $56 out of 100. We need another 44. Probably not going to be leveling up anytime soon then.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Nothing. Spare key is tied to the bush outside the room window. Oh, that was always there, I guess.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye,
Nope.
gendarme.
I guess I gotta kill time till 10 p.m.?
The edges of the pages, you open the book, his arm, good God, you flip to the copyright page. This berserker rage burns. Man from Heimdall, right, the steel muscles of man from Heimdall. The edges of the page.
I'll do it. Wait. Not that way. Nearly got successfully lost again. What is that? Wrong option. What is that check with the fridge? Let's just double check. Huh? Drainage pipe. Physical instrument. Alright. Maybe I put a point in it if I get the chance. Grilled meat, huh? Hopefully it'll just give me the password because I don't know if I'll necessarily remember it at this point. Gotta be this door though, right?
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Knock?
No reply.
Do I kind of wanna.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world, thank you very much.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
The Jamrock Shuffle. By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets? Maybe more juicy containers. Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippian kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day... Wait, is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter and the Orbe de Montagne? So that's basically likes to loot. Poster of a star. Could I have just crashed here? Oh, got a bust.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads, Kraz Marzov.
Oh, should I have kept the sideburns?
Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Father Mazov, hero of the working class.
A warm feeling fills you as you look into Marzov's marble eyes. The hallway behind the door is empty. No one else heard your courageous salute.
A communard lives in this room.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
I've got a lounge jacket. What else did I get? Oh wait, I got a level. I really want to try it once more. I'm going to do it. Clothes. Conceptualization, nah. What else did I get? Nothing? I thought there was something else there. Did I just immediately eat it? I don't know. Maybe it's up on the roof. Or maybe it's that area behind the fence. Up here. Could be. Red glow.
As you approach the metal grill, you can hear several voices having what appears to be an animated discussion. This must be it. Beyond this door lies the beating heart of radical communism in Martinez. Somehow, the night air softens the smell of trash and sea brine. As the breeze pulls through the canvas like a shuttle through a loom, you catch a hint of something unexpected, something earthy, warm, and burnt. The acrid smell of failure. No, that's just slightly burnt coffee. A smell you would recognize anywhere.
Just look at this pig, sniffing about after hours.
Why didn't you say the secret door was right behind you?
Must have slipped my mind. You know how it goes.
The metal grill is cool to the touch.
Try to listen.
You can make out at least two separate voices.
Uh-huh.
Two voices, both male, approximately early 20s.
Careful with those now. I have it. It's going to work. I can feel it.
Don't recognize the voices. Let's bang it.
The clang of metal reverberates all along the scaffolding. The voices coming from the other side fall silent.
Who's there? Is that you, Maurice?
Are you all communists? I'm looking for some communists.
Who said communist? Did we say communist? Get out of here.
Listen, I've already built like 0.0001% of communism, but now I need to get organized. Can you help me?
For a moment, silence.
What's the passphrase?
Remember Dobrava and Abadanese? I think that was it. I remember it being a mouthful.
There's no response. You begin to wonder whether they've slipped out some back way. No, they're still there. You can feel them back there.
All right. The key's taped to the back of the door frame.
Wow.
Just make sure you put it back when you're done, or we'll all be locked out. And do watch the concrete. It just kind of falls away, in places.
Have fun at your underground meeting, pig. Hope it's a blast.
Are they planning to blow something up by any chance? Is that what she's hinting towards?
The two young men are either oblivious to or ignoring your entrance. Their attentions are fixed on whatever it is they're stacking in the middle of the floor. Matchboxes, it appears.
I think it's holding, Alexis.
It is. It's holding.
Are they just building structures?
It's definitely not holding. Those matchboxes are stacked so haphazardly, it's like they want them to collapse.
Careful, careful.
Very sinister song. Are they playing dominoes? Playing with, like, trying to stack dominoes, that kind of thing? I don't know.
Damn, hardly any difference. You're late.
Am I?
You should know the meeting starts at 10 p.m. sharp.
There's a great deal of tension in this young man's shoulders, more than someone his age should bear. Meanwhile, his companion inclines toward him, eager to catch every word that dribbles from his friend's mouth. Just a moment. Could this be the former owner of a certain jacket you acquired recently?
Oh, maybe.
Don't let them see you flustered, sire. Play along.
My apologies, comrades. I had to be sure I wasn't being tailed by our class enemies.
We all have to take precautions, especially during these delicate times. What matters is that you've made it, and that you've done the reading.
What is this reading? I thought this was a revolutionary group.
Yes, a revolutionary reading group. The most ideologically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez. But it sounds like that's news to you.
So just reading then.
There's profound consternation in his voice. You suspect it's about something bigger than your not having done the reading.
Maybe he can explain himself.
What exactly are you two doing here?
In the most generous sense, I would say we're cultivating revolutionary consciousness.
Yes, that's probably the best way to describe it.
But more specifically, we are running a reading group. The most rigorous and theoretically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez.
Comrade Steban is a great discussion leader. One of the best at the university.
Obviously, take this group of theirs extremely seriously. Whatever you do, don't compare it to a common book club. Sounds like a place for intense intellectual engagement. Exactly my kind of jam.
That's our whole thing. The world is so shallow, all noise and repetition. We're interested in genuinely radical critique.
I'm on board.
Precisely. We are not interested in senseless parroting. We like to read critically.
Within the contours of Mazovian historical materialism, of course.
I didn't realize they taught radical Mazovian theory in the universities.
Huh. As though you can call that problem teaching.
One thing you learn quickly at university is that you're not going to find a real education in any lecture hall or discussion seminar.
I mean, I agree.
We are post-attendance, basically.
Oh, right, okay.
Exactly. The only worthwhile part of the so-called École Normale de Revachol is the library. That's where we've made our greatest critical strides.
Okay, so what does your reading group actually read?
We study all the foundational texts of Mazovian theory, of course. Just last week we finished the second volume of Puncher and Watman's Innocence of Capital.
Truly extraordinary.
And before that we spent 6 weeks on State and Plasm.
Uh-oh. You can feel your attention span rapidly deteriorating.
Volition fail. Maybe I should buff that. Keep listening.
We've also read Wertmüller's The Megastructure of History, and before that, Real and Reality.
Communist theorists love puns, in case that wasn't obvious.
Hablars une pain infernale.
The original Fizdale translation, not that watered-down revisionist garbage.
These two deserve the Order of Honor for bullshitting. There's no way they've actually read all this stuff.
Oh, no?
Obviously.
But, of course, our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignaz Nilsson and his followers, especially the inframaterialists.
Wait, who are these inframaterialists?
You're not familiar with him? It's pretty advanced stuff. You may not be ready for it yet, Gendarme.
Ah, they're being snobby. Got it. Okay, but then who's this Ignaz Nielsen guy?
Only Krasmazov's most trusted lieutenant, the evangelist of the revolution, and the founding father of the People's Republic of Samara.
It's hard to overstate how unimpressed he is that you've never heard of this world historical.
Now my encyclopedia fails me?
He also happens to be the greatest communist theorist after Mazov himself. It was Nilsson who first postulated the existence of ideological plasm, which forms the basis of inframaterialist theory.
The young man sighs. His companion looks about furtively.
What were you doing with those matchboxes?
The young man frowns at the little pile of boxes on the floor.
Nothing, just messing around until the meeting started.
They're watching those matchboxes awfully intently for two guys who are just messing around.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
It's almost as though they were trying to create the most unstable structure they could.
Where is the rest of the reading group?
What do you mean? This is the reading group.
So there's just two of you?
We're in something of a rebuilding phase.
Some of our former comrades didn't have the ideological fortitude our work demands.
Okay, but what happened to them?
Intellectual attrition is maybe the best way to describe it. Felix said he couldn't keep up with the reading on top of his classwork. And Susanna wanted to read text other than Mazovian theory. Like novels, if you can believe it.
Imagine the audacity of wanting to read a novel in a reading group.
I like a good novel every now and then.
Oh, sure. But you can always join a book club if that's what you're into. We've tried recruiting new members, but unfortunately the current intellectual climate is pretty hostile to inframaterialist thought. These days, if you're on the left, the ascendant schools are the Godwaldians and their iconoclasts.
Don't forget about Maurice and the turnips.
Maurice and the turnips.
Right. Then there was the whole turnip debacle.
Uh-huh.
Whatever this turnip business is about, one thing is perfectly clear. These young students have a much deeper understanding of communism than you do. You could learn a thing or two from them. If you can convince them you're one of them.
Did you say something about turnips?
It's an unfortunate story. You see, our ex-comrade Maurice is something of an economist.
He's studying macro and microeconomics.
Right. So a few weeks ago we were discussing the extra physical capabilities of the revolutionary state. And Maurice said, what were his exact words, Ulex's?
It was unbelievable. He said, turnips don't care if they are grown by communists, moralists, or Vulcan. They grow just the same.
Just a minute. Steban, Ulixis, why do those names ring the faintest of bells?
Did they write in the magazine we found? Yeah, the Tip Top Tourney.
You should get to the bottom of this when you have the chance.
Alright.
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of inframaterialist theory.
What is inframaterialist? Never heard anything about it. Let's go along with it, I think.
Susanna said that he has been hanging out with some non-communists lately.
For us, the question boiled down to, if you don't even accept the basic ideas of Nielsen and inframaterialist theory, why are you in the reading group?
I totally understand.
Of course you do. It's pretty basic stuff.
So you expelled Maurice from the reading group over an argument about turnips.
Well, it wasn't so much that he was expelled.
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around for weeks.
What's so bad about the Godwaldians?
They're the most depressing school of communism. They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory to cover up their cheap psychologizing.
A gang of cheap psychologists and intellectual midgets. Typical Godwaldians, in other words.
So you're racist or xenophobic, at least, I guess, would be more accurate. These guys? Alright.
It's okay for Uli to say that, because his dad is from Godwald.
What's so depressing about their theories?
The Godwald school believe that intellectuals as a class are incapable of sparking revolutionary change. So all they can do is critique capitalism from inside itself.
Lost faith in their own relevance. Yeah.
That's why they spend all their time smoking cigarettes and writing long works of criticism that make you want to commit suicide.
Sounds miserable.
It is miserable. That's probably why they're always committing suicide. You see, the Godwald school look like communists. They talk like communists. But scratch the patina and you'll see beneath that they're just depressed liberals who've read too many books.
Okay, but what about the iconoclasts?
For starters, they love talking about beans.
Beans?
That's right. Iconoclasts are obsessed with beans. They love thinking about beans. They love counting beans. but most of all, they love building models
Beans
to
is
predict
money.
how many
Got it.
beings there'll be in the future.
Nota bene, iconoclast is an extra pejorative form of the already pejorative name, Mazovian economists, a moderate school of Mazovianism which advocates the gradual transition to communism through carefully managed economic modernization rather than violent social revolution.
They're by far the most bean-centric school of communism.
Ah yes, the much maligned bean counters, ensconced in their think tanks and high-rises, believing they can save the world through a series of incremental, assiduously technocratic reforms.
We'll ask, what's wrong with making progress through moderate economic reforms?
Oh, please. There's nothing moderate about their love for counting beans. If I were a Godwaldian, I would probably diagnose them with Bonenfixierung. You see, iconoclasts claim to be communists, but in reality they're just liberals with hard-ons for spreadsheets.
What about the liberals? Are they liberals too?
Of course not. The only people who actually call themselves liberals are mouth-foaming reactionaries.
Basically indistinguishable from fascists. You'd need an X-ray machine to tell the difference.
What about Cindy? Is she part of the group? She seems to know a lot about it.
Cindy is... how to describe her role?
Something of an ideological auxiliary, perhaps.
Yes, that's exactly how I would put it. And naturally, we support her radical counter-liberal aesthetics.
But she refuses to submit an essay, so we can't call her a member of the group per se.
That doesn't stop her from using the room for studio space, of course.
We're gonna have to write an essay. I've heard enough. Let's talk about something else.
Go ahead.
You two wrote that article in La Fumée, didn't you?
You've read our article.
That I did not expect.
The energy in the room has shifted ever so slightly in your favor. They're afraid they've somehow embarrassed themselves in front of you.
Well, don't keep us on tenterhooks. What did you think of the essay?
The delicate egos on these boys. Even though you're just some cop, they're desperate for your approval.
Very delicate egos. Paper thin. We only have one option anyway, so it was a good article. You should keep developing your ideas.
Well, of course that's just an initial foray into the subject. We're hoping to return to it for a more substantial treatment next term. In any case, I'm glad our piece found its audience. That's always the hope with these things, you know.
Is the reading group accepting new members?
We typically only accept new members once per semester. There's this whole process with essays and presentations on assigned topics. But given that we have some extra seating at the moment, I guess we could be convinced to expedite an application or two.
Cool, let's do it.
Steven, you can't be serious. For Gendarme?
I am serious. As materialists, we've got to adapt to conditions as they are. Besides, he'll still need to pass the interview portion of the entrance process.
Alright, we're in now.
Assuming he's even still interested, that is.
Proud bookshop ruminant. Because I spent time there, maybe? Let's try it. Convince them we belong in the reading group. Let's go.
Is it getting warm?
Damn it.
Here? There seems to be a little pool of sweat forming in the depression of your lower back.
I thought I had my shit together.
You did. You must be extremely nervous for some reason.
Why am I getting so worked up? They're just a couple of kids.
Let's be frank. They're probably way smarter than you. You bet they've read more books than you can even name. You've been quite studious these past few days. You should be able to handle whatever they want to throw your way.
Right?
The hardest part will just be working up the nerve to ask without soiling yourself.
Everything all right, Gendarme? You look a little green about the gills.
Did this reading group have anything to do with the lynching? Maybe it gives us a bonus somewhere.
Lynching? No. We're not an operational cell.
Oh, okay.
We think of ourselves as more of an intellectual vanguard.
Is your group affiliated with the Union somehow?
No, we're an independent organization. We acknowledge and respect the Union's efforts, but our interests are more theoretical than Mr. Clare's.
He speaks the truth.
Okay, but what's your group's stance on the lynching?
Our stance? What? Do you want to know if the SRV has established a party line on the lynchings in Martinez?
The SRV refers to the People's Republic of Samara, established as a socialist utopia by survivors of the revolution. It has since degenerated into a bureaucratic workers' state under the decades-long rule of President Sapormat Sport Gelazinski.
Though historically speaking, the SRV has supported direct action against right-wing paramilitary squads, especially when they are doing the Indo-Tribe's dirty work.
Good point. So as a provisional matter, I can say we support it.
Are they being sarcastic? You feel like you're caught in some elaborate joke labyrinth, but it's impossible to see your way through. It's always that way. Beneath the crust of irony, there's a molten sincerity that threatens to erupt forth. You may witness it yet.
Let's keep pushing. So what's your stance on crime in general?
That's easy. Crime is simply the inevitable expression of the injustice and incoherence embedded within capitalism itself.
Mm-hmm.
Delivered with the smug assurance of a schoolboy reciting a maxim he's committed to memory.
It's a symptom, in other words, not a cause.
His companion can barely suppress a yawn.
Are there any operational communists in Martinez?
No, unfortunately. The communards were hunted down and killed nearly to a man. All that's left of them are bones and old rifles.
Like this one?
His companion's eyes widen as you hold up the ancient weapon. He's practically itching to stick that thing in someone's face and pull the trigger.
Wow.
Yes, like that one. I wonder how many of these are still lying around in cellars or sealed up behind the masonry. Can I hold it?
Sure.
It's heavier than I was expecting.
Though what, exactly, you can't say. He turns the rifle over again, admiring the glint of light off the oily barrel. When he's finished, he returns the rifle to you with a nod of appreciation.
Alright, that's enough for tonight. Will you still be here if I have more questions?
Sure. We're here most every night. Maybe we'll catch you again.
Sleep well, gendarme.
Should I take it? Whoops, I took your jacket.
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
Cindy's? The Phasmid? I don't think so. That'll be to leave. What's up here then? Under the cobblestones, communism. 25 and I could try it again. I'm out of ideas though. What was the check? Composure. Okay, well, I'll put the 1 point in physical instruments so we can at least try that again before we go to bed. Cindy got anything to say about that?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Not really. Think. Check the icebox first, just in case. Although maybe Kim would be able to help. No, he hasn't bothered trying so far, has he? Let's grab that. We could go and check and talk to the pigs, actually. She might be there. Before we go to bed, we got to go all that way anyway.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around.
Physical instrument closed before I go any further. Anything giving us a minus to it?
This orange machine
17%. Let's go.
has a hand-cranked ice cream. Ice groans
We did it.
strain of your giant Godwaldians multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
So much progress. Alright, we take it.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it. Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
She'll know what we did, though. Do we care? We've got to look right. We've got to find out. Hold up. Up we go. Gonna need the password again. She'll definitely know we looked, but we gotta look. We can't not.
Tiles on the cube, like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Plus free XP.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Wonder who it might be.
Good evening. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy?
I might have a password for the offsite copy.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
After death, life again.
Good. I've unlocked the offsite copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I
We're
can
good.
do for
We're
you
good.
today? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering,
Print.
casting the framework in a soft glow. It sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this.
Read the printout.
The paper is soaked with ink. Its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information.
Well, I have a shit ton of perception.
A single speck
Should
of
think
white
so.
shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper. This must be the information Sorna is looking for. She knows how to make sense of it.
Alright, we take it.
Tiles on the cube are still the filament slides out of its glowing.
We get the printout. No. No printout.
An intricate the pattern still.
No, we don't need to look at that again. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we'll hand that into whatever her name was tomorrow. I'm just really glad we got that open at last. That was a nightmare. But we did it. Oh, I should change my top as well, shouldn't I? We don't need the man from Hjelmdal t-shirt anymore. Or shirt. No, t-shirt. It was a t-shirt. Got a lot of jackets. Where does the car go? Where does he even park it? And then he puts it back there. Weird. Yeah, let's go look for the pigs. And if she's not there, we can rest up. Have I even had a look around this place at night? Not really. Oh. Right, we can grab that book. Ought to be this way, right? Unless she's not here anymore. No, she's gone. Let me double check the boardwalk at night, though, just in case something becomes more visible at night that wouldn't be seen during the day.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette.
Yeah, I'm straight up not allowed to search the island, I guess, until things progress. I wonder if leaving the sideburns on would have helped with the communists. It's dumb that it would, but maybe. Let's go rest. Sleep time. She's still over there, even at 11 o'clock. Alright, fair enough.
It's getting cold.
It's getting cold.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rug. An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Alright, sleep time then.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Yeah, great. This is going to be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Nope.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
Shut up. I just want to sleep.
Hear that? Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Black water under the bread. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
Keep me from sleep? Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later. In front of the video rental. There is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Why? What did the window teach me? Alright, we're refreshed. Taking us a minute. Let's go see Kim, who will surely be stood outside. Oh no? He isn't? Where's Kim? Huh. Where is Kim? Have I got to go and fetch him? From the whirling? You know what? He'll just get annoyed. Let's go do this thing without him. Wait, no, this way. Have I woken up extra early this morning or something? I seem to be up before him. Oh, there he is. That was weird. A prayer book, huh? Do I see anything fresh?
The mother of human.
Maybe I can see something up in the ceiling now? No? Nothing? Alright. What you got, ma'am?
Yes,
That
what is it?
off-site copy
Yes?
brought the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Don't waste your time printing it out. There's nothing but a speck of white in a sea of ink. It's broken.
A speck of white? That's exactly what I'm hoping to find.
What do you mean?
Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper gets soaked in ink again. Its evil blackness shining in the light of the mainframe. It looks eerie. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Is something very wrong with plate call? Now what?
Sona doesn't reply. Her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
Oh my god, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow. Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculations.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Right, I'll go figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles. I'm not. I hope
out?
Heavier is.
No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third goes 2 to the left, fourth goes 5 to the right.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it. Yes, but you like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Sure, no problem. Third goes 2 left, fourth goes 5 right. 3, 2 left, 4, 5 right. Which one's which?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls. each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Oh, here we go. Move the third ball from the left 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental skills.
Move the fourth ball from the left 5 to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
We got it?
Yes, what is it?
I moved the bowls. It was mind-numbingly easy. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah, nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones.
Rip.
If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Wait, why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it going to be just silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
You're overthinking this.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
It is, but we just have to face it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing.
Kinda what I figured.
Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Can you hear anything?
She doesn't answer. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Well.
Damn it.
Come on, did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is.
Okay.
You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
I may have better hearing.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Let's see if we can get any more perception on the go. Perception close. What do we got? Perception. Oh, I think we're already maxed out. Never mind. Yep, alright.
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Sooner, What if we just need a better sound system? We can ask the club kids.
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
I know where.
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yes, but they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would, if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective, as always.
Great, I'll go talk to them then.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
Let's do-
Thanks, officer.
Yeah, winning. How far off are we? 20. Come on, we can get another level out of this. I can feel it. Come on, I smell it. Smell XP. Oh, and then Cece, was it? Will talk to me? I forget her name. This way.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I'm here to talk about the church.
Yes? What's the deal?
Good news. I managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're a true ally and the augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
You're going to have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage.
I'm glad I could help.
We appreciate it. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Do I have to actually wait a couple of hours? It kicked me out, so I suspect not. Tent's gone. Alright, we don't have to wait. Oh, she's gone. Yeah, I don't think we're waiting hours. Let's go right back. What about now?
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in, but all I hear is anodic dance music.
What? What did you say?
I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
The project, how is it going?
Oh, the project. It's not going well.
Why?
There's that guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekokata. A place to be, apparently.
I'll speak to him, see what I can do.
Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes. Let me know how it goes.
Alright, they're keeping us busy. Back and forth. Communicate, lads.
A young man with
Egg!
fine blonde hair stands behind a mixer deck, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Oh, is he gonna do it?
as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secrets.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
I'm gonna keep sandbagging him here.
Internally coherent. All core! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the church.
Hardcore!
So hardcore.
Is it though?
It is.
But is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say exactly.
Under the radar, over the top.
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Wait, that's a puzzle?
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000! Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
A cell. What would you suggest as the name?
How about something simple, like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
I don't need opinions. I've got it.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Ooh. No truce with the Furies, though.
What does that mean?
Of course, he had to smuggle in Furies.
It's too long. No one's gonna remember it on a Friday night.
No truce!
Egg's right. They could call it no truce if it's too long. At least it stands out from the others. It evokes something. It's victorious.
And yet mysterious.
It's settled then. Everyone
Big
welcome
XP.
to No truce with the Furies.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name.
Good dancing.
Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
Yeah, start tapping.
It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
Are we learning about dance? What dance is he doing? That's really something that he's... Yeah, right. What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing?
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
What's the deal with Egghead? I want to talk to him.
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kinda here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
Okay.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Try and dance.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your
Snake
vision
eyes.
formed to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of emotion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Wait, but we could. Not right now.
puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen? Salvation.
Goodbye, officer.
Did I have any interesting new thoughts to... I don't think I wanted to learn that. So I think I will get composure. I'll keep a point for now. I'll hold on to it.
The young man behind the mixer deck acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Here comes the night!
Nope, not that.
Back to hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent! All core! Alright! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as
Hardcore! Ah!
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't. No. Yeah.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Damn it.
We're close. True, hard, full, core. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
he furrows his brow.
Hardcore. Ah.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit.
Damn it.
No other world. There's no other life.
Give it to me.
We're close. True, hard, internally, all
He furrowed.
Is it though?
It is.
But is it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Egg, can you please route Suna's signal through your speakers?
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
It's 3.5, no doubt about it. It's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter.
Oh, thank God.
Right here. Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good people.
Wait, that's the wrong plug then.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The on-off will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
Alright, it's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cup!
For a moment, you almost think he's going to put his hand down. But that would be ludicrous.
Never stop bumping.
I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Could anything make it harder core?
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
Can't help you with this right now. I need something else. Something extra. Physical instrument clothing on. Let's try it. It's just that, right? One more point might make a difference.
Godwaldian church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it. No.
Nope.
That would be silly. Your body isn't for thinking. It's for robust, wholesome things. Things like discus, javelin, and 400-meter hurdles. Discus.
Alright. No discus in here, though.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, I talked to Egghead. He plugged in the cable. You can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum!
Oh god, he's not going to have it, is he? We're all going to be deafened.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
The fuck is glue style?
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to
Oh, right. He can't turn it down even if he wanted to.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead is trying to say here is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Egg!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
All ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large, somehow.
Okay, ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence.
Wait, is she outputting
This
silence?
is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum.
Are we about to
starts
destroy the
creeping up
church?
your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until until the air around you starts to vibrate. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Bit melodramatic.
Guys, what's going on?
This fragile world is about to break.
Turn it off.
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Wow.
Hosiana, mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
I've never heard anything this hardcore in my life.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Uh-oh.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window.
Uh-oh.
Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Uh-oh.
Come down to earth!
Don't be an idiot. Come on, Egg.
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
Wonder if that does anything to the tunnels below.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Yeah, we should stop. Sooner mute it. I kind of want to dance, though. I want to dance with somebody.
Oh, I want to feel the heat with somebody!
Want somebody who loves me?
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop.
Uh-oh.
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, it's in the desk. Wonder if I should have kept going a little bit, but I don't know. And then it stops totally and utterly, as if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand, a black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's the start.
What was that? I've never heard anything like it.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Are we really going to ask if Kim heard that? What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you. You just don't have the pieces yet. You don't know enough about the world. But that Joyce, if you knew all she knows, could put it together.
Pale unknown. How do we know the pale? Can try.
All you hear is silence in your head.
About the hole? No.
Right. Thanks.
We have 2 points. So, one can go there. For sure. Kind of tempted to put one in authority. But I'll leave it for now. Fuck it. What about USL?
She's whistling a melody. Her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for?
For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sorna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much. And the Crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Now, can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know?
Sooner?
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
What do you think of the Crabman?
Oh, the Crabman. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the Crabman. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Oh, he talks to Noid? What for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower?
Alright, about the others?
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Noid then.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
No, I meant for breakfast. Of course for a living.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that.
Huh.
In a shop somewhere.
What kind of mindset is that?
He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her, and she lets on.
What is this pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Fallberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be? That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Let's say I haven't been down Boogie Street.
Okay, then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
I might just do that if I make it there alive.
Yeah. Who do you want to know about?
Andre?
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. Of what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
What has he organised?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
On life?
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Who do you want to know about?
What's the deal with Egg?
What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
Which is?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
God damn right, rock music is the coolest. Rock music forever.
Yes, forever. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the banlieues. A wretched heap of closed down mines, even west of Jamrock, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Who do you want to know about?
Actually, do tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yes, I forgot. Tell me about yourself.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
There's more to you than you let on. What am I not seeing?
Alright. There is.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Sure.
Catch the silver bird. Oh, we're wearing the pin. Handy. Oh!
It flutters by your ear.
Oh, I got it.
It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
Au passage d'argent.
Excuse me?
She's attempting to remain calm, but the phrase made her flinch.
I remember now. It's a Zemlyaki term. For someone who won't break under questioning. An organized crime term.
What do you mean?
The silver bird.
Alright. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died.
What happened next?
What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone. So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind.
Sudden drug lab inside this church? We'll leave that. That's nice to hear. You kids are good these days.
Gee, thanks. Now, was there anything else on your mind?
That'll do it. What was your deal? I had an urge to talk to you. Oh, he spoke to the crab man.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shape on the church floor.
Good old Andre.
Profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Better here than in that tent. It wasn't safe.
Okay.
What he means is, you're right, actually. The tent was a safety hazard, and this place was deserted anyway.
Oh, what did Diego tell you about the church?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
Do you mean there's dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the east.
The 2mm hole.
I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it.
I don't get it. Contain what exactly?
I don't know, and it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for, and trying to
Hey,
measure.
Titan. Good day?
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
What makes you think Suna's going to fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
All good. I'm gonna probably end it fairly soonish, but I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubies were trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out.
Yeah, I need food and potentially a nap.
Villages.
Could have a good nap. Or at least veg out for a bit with a trashy film. Oh, I still need to watch Kong vs. Godzilla. Might be alright.
And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
Now that I think of it, it doesn't sound plausible.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not even a thing we can answer, Cop Man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited sire person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Cop Man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Alright, take care. We've spoken to them all. Oh, I could try that composure test. Yeah, I don't want to go into the underground right now and trigger that again. We'll do that at the start tomorrow, I guess. I have more composure so I can deal with them. And Andre.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Been meaning to ask you, what's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Or is it because you're balding?
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me.
I feel your pain.
I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you, Andre?
Not 20.
Is it important for you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway.
Let's try dancing again.
You close
Nope.
your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even
We've heard that.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's go cross off a few of these checks we can do real quick. I do wonder if the extra noise up here would ever have helped us sneak in downstairs, or if it still could. I don't know if leaving and re-entering resets anything with regards to it. Were there any checks over this way? Or I could retry the electrochemistry, I guess. Shivers with her. Authority with Titus. I don't even know if that's still available. One way to find out. Doopy doopy doo. Yeah, I've never been a massive King Kong fan. I've seen the original. And one of the sequels at some point. I never even watched the Peter Jackson one. That being said, I also haven't seen a lot of Godzilla, but I've seen a lot more Godzilla. I do like Godzilla. Even the American one in its own goofy way. With what's his name? Is it Rene something that played Leon? It was alright. It wasn't great or even good necessarily, but it wasn't the worst. It was kind of popcorn flick. They should have screwed the CGI and just put a man in a suit. I watched a fair amount of the cartoon based on that, but that's more that it just happened to be on TV. Right, what's the check with this guy?
Top of the morning to you. How may I be of service?
Early bird gets the worm, huh?
Perhaps. I just like being awake for the transition between night and morning.
I want more
Bearing
electrochemistry.
witness to the first hints of light on the horizon.
Give me clothes real quick. Electrochemistry gloves. Shirt. That's as good as we're getting. What are we at? 4. Let's try. 83%. There we go.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
And that is...
a drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me, or is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it, you know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
What's the People's Pile?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
What is it?
A primitive nuclear reactor.
Okay, I thought so.
Also called a pile.
Why is it called the People's Pile?
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Why?
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
It must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
So how did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. so I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Alright, thanks for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Alright. Let's change back, why don't we? Is that a ding because it's part of the armor? Wonder what would have happened had I kept all the other stuff. Did I change anything else? I don't think so. No. Don't need to read that right now. There's at least one or two other checks. Like maybe this guy? Can I check with this guy? I got the psych bonus. Nope. There's the guy leaning in here. We could try and make Titus respect our authority. Respect my authority. Composure. Do I have composure clothes? Somehow that helps my composure, I guess. God, we look like a mess.
Hi again, Gendarme.
72, let's try.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
Oh? Is it taboo in this society?
Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
Do we ask, are you part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yeah, I want to hear more about it.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What about Thursday?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
But why do you convene? What do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security, the meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric.
No, this is not me.
Sure thing, officer. What do you want to know next? Bye-bye, gendarme.
What does that teach us? No bonus. You see mysterious strangers in the night, leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversation. A shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales. A radical cell conspiring against the state, and perhaps even against man and woman. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. We'll get. Wait, what is the woman's check that I'm going to go and do? Shivers. Not even going to pass that, am I? Map wall is interfacing. Nothing. Okay. Let's try that wall and then we'll go see the dice maker. Wait. Does she have an angle to make the shot? No, she couldn't be. She's probably not the killer.
This old fireplace, the whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic, history classes, radio frequencies, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into
The anatomy of the curse?
Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap. Whoever decides to call a list of names, and all of this is gone. There's no way.
No, we've seen all this.
My God. It's exactly
nothing.
Can we not decipher it now?
Resembles radio free unclear. It looks like you think so. They must have had someone, the leader, a conductor, whoever a list of all of this. There's
my God.
Nothing.
Maybe it was this wall?
Your flashlight, some of the writing has faded with age. This, it looks a bit. Minimi stands for a. As time
looks like
a note in the. These trans. Who are. You should have done one of the Welkins. Towering. It's Vara Hamira, the Haldor, the Tworg.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Okay.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? The photo entire use, albeit a pinned postcard reads.
Notes.
Handwriting. The full text read.
No, whatever the thing to work out is, I can't see it anymore. Shivers. That gives us shivers. So does that. So does that. What are we at? Shivers 4. That's not bad. Went the wrong way. Got kind of lost. That's what I wanted. Hey, ho, hey.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Why hasn't it failed? Can try.
Aside from getting
Nope.
naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building holds no more answers for you.
No, we're getting changed back. Alright. Is that it? I think that's it. Fuck it. I'm doing that. I've got the stuff to spare now. Give me more encyclopedia. I need more knowledge. Is that it then? That might be all the checks. At least the... Oh, Titus. I can try and assert authority. We can try. I don't think I even have that option left anymore, though. We'll ask, see if it's there. But yeah, I think the time for that being relevant is gone.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
I want to go over a few things regarding Ruby's disappearance again.
Yeah? What?
No, it's not even there anymore. Alright. So in that case, I guess we call it for today. No point doing any of them. Can't try that again until tonight. By which time it might not even be accessible. Okay. Let's save up. We'll call it for today. Thank you all for hanging. As always, we'll be back on with this tomorrow. Potential bonus stream this evening, but odds are below 50% right now. Might just chill. Might even start Death Stranding. We'll see. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Catch you later. Smell you later. Have a good one. Peace out.